There is a saying that everything is revealed and nothing hidden when those who stand upright. Now, this is about posture, and yet again, this is not about posture. Posture, yes, in the biomechanical sense, is important because it saves our body. All the stresses are all balanced. On the other hand, there is something about the body electric. When we are in this particular posture, we actually become this live antenna that uploads and downloads information. So here we're going to go and visit posture in the way that I've learned how to do it. And this is away from, say, some of the traditional physical therapy or maybe somatic science types of schools. So here we go. The first part of posture is number one. We're going to rest our hands on our knees like an athletic position. I'm going to get a slight curve or an arc in my back. Here we go. There's a slight arc or curve in my back. This arc we're going to maintain in our upright posture. An arc is the strongest structure in nature, and it's the strongest structure in architecture. They still have arcs or arches that hold up the aqueducts in Rome and Greece. The next part is this. If I were to go into the San Francisco Bay, probably any time of the year, but especially in the winter, it's going to be really chilly. So I'm going to draw in. If I were to go in, I'm drawing in, and I'm going to see this, what we call an upper corset. It's not down here as core is what we think of it. It's up here. So it's chilly, I draw in. You're going to actually activate the perineum or perineum to about 20% also. So you're in that chilly mode, you have this slight arc to your back. The next part is we're going to go into what we call a cactus position, or we call it a long cactus. So as we come back, our shoulders are going to roll back, but here's the real important part. For a long cactus, from the pubis bone to the belly button, we're now going to increase the distance of that without going into an arch. Increase the distance, now we go into a long cactus. Now we're opening up the front of the midline. What we see is people, especially who are under a lot of stress or adrenal stress, they go in internal rotation of the hips, the shoulders, and the head comes forward. Now this is exaggeration, but this is now actually a martial arts stance. This is to protect the midline. So we call this an adrenal posture, and we want to start getting people open and be able to feel free and safe actually in this kind of posture. The next part is this. We hold the back of the hair and we pull up. So now ears are over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over arches. The groin stays soft, so the weight is slightly on the outside of the feet and the heels. The axilla stays open and loose also. So we're just slightly rolling back like that. Now we tell some of our clients, especially the women, if you don't feel safe or if you're in like a sketchy neighborhood, no, you're not going to hold your posture like this. And it's funny because I had actually somebody, a female, said, I can't go into a boardroom like this. And it's like, why? And she says, well, there's some word called being defeminized or something like that. But she always goes back into this adrenal posture when she's in the boardroom, and when she comes out, she's in a different posture. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, but again, you want to be authentic in the way you feel. Now remember, we'll go over this, but remember the narrative, because the narrative is the only thing that's going to maintain your posture. If we put you in this kind of a posture, within 3 minutes, you're going to go back to an old pattern. So by having that strong narrative, remember, I live a blank life, or I live a happy life. Things may happen, no big deal, and everything always works out even better, even if I had a magic wand. When I feel that posture, I'm now going to express it through my eyes, my face, the tone of my voice, and your posture. It's called stimulating the vagus nerve, and we're going to express that because the highest function we see in the body is nonverbal communication or socialization. So before an animal goes into fight or flight, it goes into socialization. Where's my herd? And so by communicating nonverbally, it's a very high level function that we're looking at, especially through the vagus nerve. So we're going to go through this one more time. Number one, arc, rest position for an athlete. Number 2, going into the cold ocean. 3, we go into a long cactus, opening up the midline. 4, you pull the back of the hair, raise it up to the ceiling, let yourself come down. Now go over your narrative and let your narrative hold you or support your posture to activate those muscles that give you this long, smooth length, but also enhances your curves, and you become this, what we call this body electric, or this antenna that uploads and downloads information. If you like some of the aspects we talked about in posture, please write a comment, hit the subscribe button, and tap the bell icon to be notified when we're going to upload more video. And again, as I ask all our clients, in order to get better, are you willing to give up some of the things that got you here?